there is secret rigged tribunals with mental state inducements of ALP and LNP. I've been arrested over 5 to 7 times for an involuntary mental state inducement, but there's no day in court before a mental state inducement to prosecute the ALP and LNP for the affected people, because the referral information could be false or just be a stereotype ideology, and there's no day in court for people to prosecute a mental state to prosecute that, because according to it, in ALP law and LNP law, that's murdered over 350,000 Republic of Australians in the stereotype faculty ideology of mental state inducement, there is secret rigged tribunals. I've been arrested over 5 to 7 times for involuntary mental state inducement, and there is secret rigged tribunals that they have. But at the moment, there's no day in court for a living person in Republic of Australia before a mental state inducement. And ALP and LNP of King Charles III, Commonwealth of Australia realm, has murdered over 350,000 people over the past decade. But when I went to prosecute the New South Wales Police Service for spraying me in the face with capsicum spray, I went to a law firm, and the lawyer wrote to New South Wales Police and they had no record of arrest. So according to it, it's all done in secret. They use the police to arrest people for mental state inducements, but they have no record of arrest. It doesn't record an arrest. They've been arrested 5 to 7 times for a mental state inducement, involuntary mental state inducement, but there's no day in court to prosecute the judicial order of a mental state inducement before an involuntary mental state inducement. That's the ideology of ALP and LNP, but they've murdered over 350,000 Australians, Republic of Australians, in their mental state inducement, mental health involuntary treatment ideology. So, and then they say if you abscond from your involuntary mental state inducement, you'll be arrested. So it is sort of coercive controls in mental state inducement, and there's no day in court for someone to prosecute, for a patient or an affected person to prosecute a mental state inducement, an involuntary mental state inducement before a mental state inducement, though the laws of ALP and LNP in King Charles III, Commonwealth of Australia realm, has murdered over 350,000 people. They've committed genocide in breach of 1,951 UN law. And I did some sums on how much the pharmaceutical industry has made. This has been going on for over 11 years. I've been affected by involuntary mental state inducement, though the Definition 6 police services don't record it as an arrest. It's a secret arrest that's not recorded as an arrest. But they just have secret rigged arrests for involuntary mental state inducement, though the affected person has got no day in court. But the pharmaceutical business made over $35,000 over the past 11 years